each other to teammates marrying each other's wives. Today, we're going to talk about the dirtiest beefs in NBA history, starting with the French rejection, who got hunted by a madman. In 2019, Rudy Gobert was inches away from being selected for the All-Star game. So just like any of us, Draymond Green mocked the living shit out of Gobert.
If I didn't make it this year, I wasn't going to cry. I can 100% assure you that. It has to be Rudy. I mean, the man cried on national television when he didn't make the All-Star team. Thank God he's made the next three.
Dre, leave that man alone.
I mean, you can't cry, Chuck. I said it then, I'm going to say it now. I got killed on Twitter then. I'll probably get killed today. But you can't cry.
But that was just round one, because Draymond kept the beef on, going as far as calling him a literal trash can.
Teams are always looking for rim protectors.
Right.
You get paid, I mean, there's someone in the NBA getting paid as a rim protector, probably more money than you, Pete, which is a lot of money.
Another he from France too?
Yeah, he is from France.
He would later move on from bullying to getting physical, because in 2024, Rudy tried breaking up a fight between Klay Thompson and Jaden
Choking him
McDaniel,
out.
which for
Man, get over here.
Draymond
Choke your
meant he
bitch
was
ass out.
open to
Come
getting
here.
choked out.
I say, come here.
Gobert in a
Sleeper hold Dolph Ziggler style this nigga.
This is ridiculous. Draymond Green should be done.
But in 2025, Draymond would finally get what he wanted, a one-on-one in the clutch where he was smoker.
Get off
Draymond down the lane to dump it down! Exclamation point! And he went night-night.
One time that's one time I'll actually celebrate Draymond Green's play.
Draymond caps it off.
Draymond got the happiest ending, unlike this next much more dirty feud, which shows what happens when you lock up grown-ass men in a bubble. See, in 2020, after COVID hit, the NBA thought it was a good idea to lock up 800 people to fight for the NBA championship. In a wild matchup between Big Booty Lowry and Aaron Gordon, things would get crazy. See, after a hard foul from Lowry on Aaron Gordon, Kyle started offering his room number to settle the smoke.
836 is my room number. 836 is my room number.
He might have been out of his weight class, but Lowry was ready to scrap. So Kyle Lowry doubled down, because when they met the next season, Kyle made the dumbest decision ever.
Vucevic backing in, draws a double team quickly. Clark is the open man.
Aaron Gordon's response will put Kyle Lowry in his place.
And Lowry is down, and a foul on Gordon.
Lowry
I'm getting revenge too.
The dumbest decision ever.
Vucevic backing in, draws a double team quickly. Clark is the open man.
Aaron Gordon's response will put Kyle Lowry in his place.
And
run your bitch ass over, fuck nigga.
Aaron Gordon's response will put Kyle Lowry in his place.
And Lowry is down, and a foul on Gordon.
And in case it wasn't obvious, never with Aaron Gordon. But there's one beef that's been brewing for a long time, and it's far from being over. So I'm guessing you're not following high school basketball. So let me drop you a quick recap. See, Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham competed for the #1 spot. Imagine LeBron versus Michael type height, just for one season in high school. And any chance he got back then, Cade was talking spicy.
You got the tough guy, Cade. I really am big, bro, especially Jalen Green.
It would only make sense that they were both salivating for that #1 pick in the 2021 draft. But all Jalen could do was sit there with rage in his eyes, while his nemesis was picked first. Jalen now has something to prove for the rest of his career. So when they matched up their rookie year, he made it personal.
Green soars to the rim and slams it.
I'm doing the same damn thing though. Man, we college beef, nigga. Nigga, I'm blunt. Nigga, I'm fucking your ass up. And you got first round, nigga? First pick. Nigga, I'm killing you every time I go against you, my nigga. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know if he was talking to the crowd or to Cade Cunningham, but a technical foul is going to return the start.
Come on, Cade. God, you walking a beast
Green
out of this
was
nigga.
flexing, but things were just getting started. Because in the 2025 season, this rivalry
I don't
will
watch
be on
Jalen Green like
full
that.
blast for the whole world.
Now by Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, my bad. I ranked you too low on my ranking list. My bad, bro. I'm gonna start watching your clips, my nigga. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was coming like that. My bad, Jalen Green. My bad. I didn't know you was coming at that clip, bro. Sorry. Ham! Don't
Dude
all
didn't
over Cade
care about
Cunningham
that.
shit.
He needed Cade to feel that. And when the
Cade
rivalry
said,
put the league
I
on notice, Cade had
thought
a
that.
message.
You know, they've always put us up against each other since high school as far as who was better. And I think we both kind of enjoyed to be able to hit up against each other and see who.
But that's good though. That's good. It's good to have a rivalry. You have a rivalry with somebody you be with somebody, bro. Yeah, you know since college, man. Yeah, y'all both in the league. Y'all can just rival each other the whole time. That shit raw as fun. That's competitive as fuck. I like that shit.
It's not. There's nothing.
No handshakes before the game, nothing like that.
I don't think we need any of that. We both kind of know what it is. And
He's smart, because that was the corporate answer. But
you know.
I know what he meant.
Yeah, it isn't ending anytime soon. Unlike these next two players who have one thing in common, playing for the same team. During the 2006 season, Kobe Bryant was carrying the Lakers with 35 points per game. And the reason he was taking all the shots was...
I look at the Lakers as a whole new different light after that 2002 championship. I just figured out what happened, bro. That nigga's sad, bro. Cheating for a damn championship. I couldn't tolerate that shit, my nigga. And, bro, I wouldn't even celebrate that championship. That shit was pathetic.
Well, no respectful way to say this, but his teammates were complete garbage.
No
and
cap.
according to Kobe Bryant, his backcourt partner, Smush Parker, was one of the worst of the bunch. See, Smush claimed he once tried to talk about football with Kobe when he got shut down immediately.
Shared a story about how I did try to talk to him. You know, I'm the starting point guard with him in the backcourt. Let me just try to talk to him. And I, said, did you happen to catch the football game last night? And he looked at me, honestly, and said, you can't talk to me. You need more accolades under your belt before you come talk to me. And he was dead serious. That set the tone, never spoke to him again or tried to for 2 years as the starting point guard.
In 2007, Smush got shipped out of LA, but he couldn't escape the constant Kobe questions. Eventually, he snapped, telling reporters playing with Kobe was overrated.
Including the interview was like,
Kobe always had the ball.
Explain, what do you mean by overrated experience? Because I have inside information, because I dealt with this man for 2 seasons and my locker was here, his locker was here for 2 seasons. I watched this man put on his shoes every day for work.
Right.
He watched me put on my shoes every day for work.
Starting backcourt together, you two.
Yeah, so I was speaking from my experience. It was overrated because the man never spoke to me.
Kobe instantly retaliated and tore Smush apart, calling Smush Parker the worst player he had seen. He also let him know he should never even been in the NBA in the first place, but the Lakers were too cheap to pay for a point guard. Smush would be doubling down, saying Kobe was an awful leader, which had Kobe literally laughing.
You said he stopped passing you the ball for a second,
Kobe, yo, bitch ass, bro. R.I.P. Kobe.
He said you also need to talk to him when he was away.
Damn, they shared more words off the court than as teammates. And in the bottom of the trash is where you find the relationship between Kelly Olynyk and Kevin Love. See, Kevin Love had finally made the playoffs.
Fuck is Kelly Olynyk doing tearing this man shoulder apart, bruh? Not letting this shit go.
However, Kelly Olynyk was just getting started in his second year, and the guy the Celtics had bet their entire future
I'm taking out Kelly Olynyk. I'm doing this shit.
So during the 2015 season, Kelly would make a complete U-turn where he would try to be hard. And in the first rounds of the playoffs, the Cavaliers would face off with the Celtics, where K-Love tore this man Kevin Love's shoulder on their way to a sweep. Despite dropping a worthless 4.5 points per game during the playoffs, he would in Game 4 show his greatness.
Look. He
would in Game 4 show his greatness.
He grabs the man's shoulder and rips it, bro.
Show his greatness.
Olynyk and Love fighting for it. Did Love hurt himself?
Yes, he did.
His shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he ran right past
He's going right to the locker room. I think his shoulder popped out. So a big moment here as Kevin Love's shoulder popped out.
He yanked that man's arm like he was trying to start a lawnmower.
I don't get in this man's shit. Bro, I don't explain this shit.
Just Kelly being clumsy. I don't know how you could try to tear another man's arm off and try to play it off as clumsy.
Like, come on, fam. What are you doing? You showed us a championship.
Play. I mean, I was out there.
Nigga, I'm telling him I'm getting my revenge.
Lennar has a hot
I'm good, buddy. I'm coming back next season, my nigga. As soon as I go get somebody, I'm not gonna waste time, nigga. You going up, nigga? I'm picking, nigga. As soon as you go, nigga, I'm catching a booty on your fucking neck, nigga. You got me fucked up.
Olynyk was in a compromising position, had no chance to get the ball, and it's just too bad that he would, go to those lengths to
Kevin Love, a better
take
man
somebody out of a game and do that to someone. So I have no doubt in my mind that he did that on purpose.
Yeah, Love couldn't play in the finals and blamed it all on Kelly.
It is his fault.
He kept calling in to apologize. Kevin Love refused to pick up his phone.
He'll see me on the court.
Kyrie Irving popped his knee in the NBA Finals, and the Cavs suffered a heartbreaking loss. But it might have been worse for Kelly because he started catching death threats and had his reputation ruined as a dirty player.
Man, he's
disgusting trash.
Dirty player, man. I don't respect guys like that. And just dirty. Like, I don't respect that, man. He dirty.
Kelly definitely didn't think one dirty move
Like
would end his
turn the
reputation.
fuck up,
Like
my nigga.
him, the next
You selling niggas shit, nigga. Got Golden State beating us and shit, dumbass. You can't even win.
beef went above crazy. In 2023, the Memphis Grizzlies were on a roll, and on top was a young man carrying them, Ja Morant. But that's not who we're talking about. Instead, it's this guy. Yeah, Dylan Brooks thought he was this generation's Bill Laimbeer and Kevin Garnett, all combined into one villain. I mean, during the 2023 season, Brooks picked a fight with Donovan Mitchell, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green.
I got A going dead in Dylan Brooks shit. I got A just banging him, bro. Straight hands, come on. I got A just digging that jaw clean off the hinges, my nigga. I got Russell Westbrook doing that shit too. Cause Russell Westbrook not backing up from no fade, cuz. I got Russell Westbrook going in that jaw. I'm not even gonna cap. I got Draymond Green. I got Draymond Green going in that shit too, nigga. I got Draymond Green picking this nigga up, boom on his shit, nigga.
He almost started a full-on brawl with Shannon Sharp.
A little bit of an incident here courtside. Dylan Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharp.
Right here, right here.
And you see Steven Adams comes over.
His long flowing hair and shit.
Along with the supporting cast. And then
they got Ja looking and shit.
Shannon Sharp still talking. And T. Morant. Ja Morant.
I ain't gonna lie. If it was a younger Shannon Sharp, he's going against Steven Adams shit, man. Cause this nigga, cause they lift more weights for football than in basketball. Cause they like, bro, I'm pretty sure football lift way more weights than these niggas. Nigga, my nigga, they have to do so much running and power, my nigga. My nigga, I got shit old, like a young Shannon Sharp, treating Steven Adams jaw, my nigga. And I don't know why John Martin dad was talking that shit. You know, hear half this nigga's size. They been Shannon Sharp tossing this man, bro.
Morant's dad comes over.
But out of all the people he picked a fight with, his biggest mistake came against the greatest player of this generation.
They been trying to fight fucking LeBron. LeBron bust his ass, bro. LeBron started busting this nigga ass in the fucking court, nigga. Look how bad LeBron killed this nigga.
Who doesn't want to go left?
LeBron killed him the whole game. He's like, all right, man, I'm going to teach you a lesson. Talk all that shit, right?
Dylan was talking crazy, but he had more habits to create. See, the first round matchup in the 2023 playoffs was set between the Lakers and Grizzlies, and Dylan Brooks positioned himself in the worst way possible by trying to annoy the hell out of LeBron James. I mean, things went so far, even LeBron's biggest hater wanted him to shut Dylan Brooks up.
I seethe over this to the point that I want LeBron to destroy this man.
Everybody did.
In the series,
LeBron was not having that puss ass shit.
Would pour salt on LeBron's wounds, saying something so wild it would destroy his season.
I don't care. He's old. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
My nigga, who are you to talk like that? Who are you to talk like that, though? You're ass. You don't even average 10 points per game. What happened to this nigga? I don't even hear him no more. Ass.
3 days after this, LeBron thought it was
LeBron in that face talking that shit. He like, I'm gonna kill your ass, man. I'm gonna teach you a lesson now and talk that shit.
To expose Dylan Brooks for what he really is. From the start of the game, Bron had to lay down some rules. What followed was the greatest disaster in playoff history. See, Dylan dropped 7 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists, and an ejection. Then kneed LeBron right in his nuts.
To the Lakers, there's a look at
you getting killed that bad, my nigga.
On the reach. Connecting with LeBron.
And you touching another grown man's penis.
And now when nothing was slowly crashing, he would start scrambling. In a last-ditch effort to try to save himself, Dylan Brooks would blame the media for turning him into a villain.
Media making me a villain.
Nigga, you talking crazy.
Fans
I like villains, but I don't like living down like down to accountability for the actions.
So now me. So now you.
Joker take accountability. Every other look at D-Lo.
Bro couldn't even own up to poking the bear.
Like, come on.
Wasn't going to let him off the hook. See, in Game 4, James put up the 40 ball Brooks was asking for earlier.
Cap.
And in Game
LeBron
6,
just destroyed
LeBron would put the nail in the coffin.
James drives.
That nigga's too little. Fuck you mean?
The Lakers humiliated Memphis, and Brooks was so pissed, he refused to talk to the media, while Brown was clowning him on Instagram. But Dylan Brooks isn't the only one who's been humiliated on
who Dylan Brooks think
he
is talking that shit over the King James.
It's also a story that cuts deep, but this time, it's a lot more personal. See, Pat Beverly claims he locked up Chris Paul before he even hit prom.
People don't understand. Me and Chris, what we have has been going on since I was in high school. And see, a lot of people don't know the backstory, but me and Chris, we clearly understand the backstory. So, like, I got invited to a LeBron James camp, you know, the big Nike LeBron James camp when he was in college. Ironically, my roommate at the time.
That nigga got too much pride in himself.
So,
nigga, you're ass.
You know, you're on a certain team, and you get a
fucking,
chance to play against LeBron.
You're not that much of a role player, nigga.
Was there, and Chris Paul was there. I killed them.
I ain't gonna lie, if I came to the league, I'm better than you, my nigga.
NBA scout out there.
Like, if I actually took basketball serious, my nigga, I'm better than you. I'm about to get after Kyrie.
I'm calling him a child, and then I see him in the NBA. So, of course, the energy is going to roll over to the NBA.
Fast forward to the NBA, and they kept it civil at first, but when they faced off in the 2021 Western Conference Finals, all hell broke loose.
May take a look at this. Look at the blow here by Beverly.
Now, what are you doing, cuz?
That's an elbow chicken wing.
Initially, people thought it was just Pat Bev being Pat Bev, but it would run much deeper. Because getting ejected wasn't enough. He wanted to
create was CP3 that like the fade.
In Game 5, he took CP3 out
mid-air. Rondo and shit. God damn.
On his back as Beverly
fuck his ass up.
Foul. Beverly laughing and mocking Paul.
If Pat wasn't going to win the game, he would win the fight. But Chris Paul didn't flinch. Instead, he worked in silence, dropping 41 points on Pat's
come on, bro.
head.
Like, bro, if you size these NBA players and you talk shit, man, I think I'll start killing your shit. Like, come on, completion on Kyrie.
He was done being silent. Pat
forgot his nigga
once
name, bro.
again
Kyrie was on the Celtics and the guy was talking shit. Kyrie started, he got mad because he jumped 40 on his
side. Gets Patrick Beverly losing control.
Now, most players will let this petty beef go. Pat Bev isn't everybody. Instead, he sat in silence waiting. And after 346 days of waiting, he got to see the Suns being eliminated from the 2022 playoffs, just so he could go on national TV and drag Chris Paul's name through the mud.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no.
Me, it doesn't. I would have stopped. I would have shut him down right there. I'm like, Chris Paul got more accolades than you. If I was to revolve a team around somebody between you or Chris Paul, I'm putting Chris Paul in the day, my nigga. Chris Paul's name is actually known, nigga. He actually got a shoe brand, my nigga. He's better than you, my nigga. Calm the fuck down, because you're not in the same caliber, bro.
Team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individual?
Chris Paul individual.
Okay.
No.
You better say ass, bro. What the fuck is this? Fuck, man.
I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm gonna have me a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and but the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now. It's two different monsters.
The beef is now officially the biggest headline in sports, and that's exactly what Pat Bev wanted. So when facing off against the Suns in the season after, things would go from disrespectful to embarrassing.
To shoot, Pat Bev attacks, put it up and in, count it. Patrick Beverly to start his third quarter off.
See, 2 months after this bold move, he would be traded to the Magic only to be waived. He would then sign with the Bulls, where he'd be playing for 3 months before getting traded to the Sixers.
He in the fucking
the
G
Bucks
League,
would acquire him. And in July 2024, he would be traded to Hapoel Tel Aviv.
Look where he's at.
Nosedive. In
Look
2
where
years,
he's at.
he went from the LA Lakers to a team that nobody ever knew existed. In the 1990s, Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley were representing the toughness in the NBA. At the time, both shared a mutual friend.
This nigga Charles Oakley, bro, always wanted that pressure. Charles Barkley too. Charles Barkley, bro, he ain't taking shit from nobody, man. I heard this nigga threw somebody through a fucking window at the bar, nigga. How you get that mad at a nigga through the fucking bar window, Charles Barkley? Done. No soundboard.
Michael Jordan. But that would be all they share. Because a series of hard fouls between the 76ers and the Bulls would start a rivalry.
And now McCormick and Mike Brown are squaring off, and now Barkley jumps in, and Oakley wants Barkley.
Them boys love fading. Oakley and that boy Barkley.
The beef was cooking, but in '87, things really boiled over, because Charles took Oak down to start all the commotion.
Had it low, Barkley and Oakley are going to go nose to nose.
From this point on, there was always a chance that things would go down, and in 1994, both Charleses would lose their shit.
Right here, they're gonna start fading right here.
Like Charles Oakley in a foul. Barkley did not like.
Slap the shit out of him.
Wrapped up. By Charles Oakley.
Let me go, nigga. Bitch. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Barkley
This
do
did
not
sit well
play,
with
bro.
Oakley. An official beef was on, and during a preseason game in 1996, one exchange would lead to a
Right here, too.
full-on blow.
Straight fader. Right here. Charles Barkley got the fuck up. Back. Straight to fader, my nigga.
Oakley missed with a swing. Barkley tried to go back at him, and they're separated.
Straight
Oak
fader.
decided to hold on to this grudge for as long as humanly possible. And during the NBA lockout, players saw an opportunity to give fans what they wanted and hosted a charity game. Because right before the game, they were back at it. Barkley was quoted saying Oakley was nothing but muscles and zero skill.
I did not punch Charles Barkley. I did slap the you-know-what out of Charles Barkley.
Yeah, true statement. I did smack the you-know-what out of him at the NBA lockout.
But despite getting an open hand slap across the face, the two beefing players would carry it into retirement.
Charles Oakley doesn't like me, which is no big deal. I don't like him or dislike him. I don't think about it. He's not important enough.
No cap. You're just been a different caliber than Charles Oakley. We got an MVP.
For me to think about.
They are way too old to be beefing like that. But unlike them, these next two players had beef going for so long.
I love when everybody,
one
bro,
player's
when they
mom
do that
had to
shit,
intervene.
especially that with
See,
Ben
the issue
Wallace.
between Shaquille
Let's know it's
O'Neal
probably
and
some
JaVale
pressure.
McGee started in 2011 during an episode of Shaq and the Fool. And if you don't know what that is, then I don't know what you can count yourself as an NBA fan. JaVale's first appearance would definitely not be his last. In 2013, McGee suffered a stress fracture in his left tibia, which ultimately meant he would have to
Bro,
undergo
McGee's like,
surgery
bro,
and sit out the remainder of the season. So you would think Shaq would leave him alone,
No.
right? Well, actually, Shaq said, "F that." Instead, he went through the 5 games he played that season and made a complete fool out of him. McGee stayed silent. A few months later, after building a reputation of being the clown of the NBA,
He is the
JaVale would
clown.
show up for an interview with the TNT crew.
JaVale McGee, my main man, what's up, baby?
You know, man, same old, same old.
JaVale, how would you describe the relationship you have with Shaquille O'Neal? He seems to be your biggest fan.
I don't know. It's more like a bully, I guess.
Come on, bro. That's Shaq.
I guess.
In 2016, after improving his game, he would later be invited to a training camp with the Golden
How
State Warriors,
How did he even got into the NBA?
where he later would sign a guaranteed deal. Shaq, however, would still use any chance to clown JaVale. In 2017, JaVale had had enough. And while his team was looking like the real title contenders, he finally spoke out, saying he didn't like being humiliated on national TV. Shaq, however, did not. Instead, he jumped on X, made fun of JaVale's haircut, before going on to the production team of Shaq and the Fool and making a 10-minute JaVale McGee edition. Despite on to the production team of Shaq and the Fool and making a 10
What the fuck was that?
10-minute JaVale McGee edition before going on to the production team of Shaq and the Fool and making a 10-minute JaVale McGee edition. Despite trying to solve the matter in a respectful way, JaVale was done. So he jumped on X and told Shaq to get his nuts out of his mouth. JaVale's teammates weighed in on the situation and told Shaq to back up.
He only wants to be respected just like anybody else. And I understand that Shaq works for a company that wants him to do that type of stuff and make fun of players. It's cool and funny, but we just keep doing it time and time and time again.
Kenny, you know damn well you was laughing at that shit. You had Kenny over there scrolling the phone with that spliff, smoking that spliff. He on his phone look at that shit. He laughing, nigga. I know he's sticking for his teammate, but come on, when you're not done, come on, Kenny, you know you laughing at that shit. Come on, guy. Kenny know damn well he laughing at that
And
shit.
then a guy actually disagrees with you when you threaten him. I ain't no cops can threaten civilians like that. So, you know, it's definitely childish. But you know, that's what they want from these stars and these retired players. You know.
Get this stupid AI shot on my face.
Feud with the guy that's playing now.
JaVale eventually was carried to 2 championships, which upgraded him from clown status to normal player status. Shaq eventually had to stop his taunts because one person in his life said enough is enough, and that someone was his mother. But this beef was bound to have some really crazy stuff happening, which ended up with one creating the biggest dynasty ever and the other securing 5 championships. In 1993, Dennis Rodman was traded to the Spurs. However, the shy Rodman from the Bad Boy Pistons was not the player who arrived. Instead, it was a rebel with dyed hair and a league-leading 31 technicals, who had an uncontrollable head game.
Stacey King out of bounds, and Rodman talks to him. Rodman pushes Stacey. Stacey put her back. Now what are they going to call? A double foul?
King said, I want that smoke.
Oh, Stacey went at him that time.
Rodman said,
he's out. Stacey's gone. Well, Rodman got him in the face. That's what Horace is saying, and Horace is furious.
Rodman skipped warm-ups, showing up late to practice, but with the Spurs winning 55 games, Dennis could fly under the radar. But soon, it would all show. In the first round of the 1993-1994 playoffs, Rodman would have to sit out due to suspensions. And with the Spurs losing out on his average of 17.3 rebounds per game, they would be swept against the Jazz. Rodman had ruined their season. So the next year, the San Antonio's owner found the perfect coach to lay down the law. See, Greg Popovich was hired as the general manager with a military background and focus on discipline. Something Rodman wasn't having. So he showed up to their preseason game in the second quarter. Now, to his defense, he wasn't playing, but Pop couldn't give a rat's ass about that. So he was fined $15,000. But this was only the beginning. Pop later fined him for wearing a pair of jeans on a flight. And in the final preseason game of the 1995 season, Rodman was tossed out of the game. So Pop hit him with a 3-game suspension. Pop soon realized that his back and forth had to stop. But after Rodman missed the first practice after his suspension, he sent him home with a leave of absence for 15 games. What followed was Popovich's worst nightmare. The Spurs were sinking with a 7-7 record, so he put down all the antics. Dennis Rodman thought this meant he could do whatever he pleased.
Meanwhile, ex-Piston star Dennis Rodman continues to find trouble. Isn't it common sense that if you make millions of dollars a year and your job is contingent upon staying in good physical condition, you wouldn't go skiing, snowmobiling, or ride motorcycles? Not to Rodman, who suffered a separated shoulder in a motorcycle accident on Sunday. He'll be lost to the Spurs for a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks.
As the Spurs organization started questioning whether he would even be part of the team, Dennis kept doing what he did best, rebounding. The Spurs eventually made it to the 1995 Western Conference Finals, where Rodman would play his final games for them.
That's a technical on Dennis Rodman called by Steve Javie, and Rodman hearing the jeers from this crowd.
At this point, Pop was sick and tired of Rodman. The only issue was, so was every other team. Not a single team wanted to trade for a lunatic. What resulted was one of the most lopsided trades in NBA history. Greg Popovich sent Rodman off to the Chicago Bulls for nobody. He would later appoint himself as the head coach and ended up winning 5 championships. Rodman, however, will go on to win 3 straight titles with the Bulls. But Matt Barnes had one beef that took a turn no one could ever expect. Between 2010 and 2012, Matt Barnes shared the court with his then teammate Derek Fisher. At the time, the two were never close. That would all come to change. In 2015, Barnes and his ex-wife Gloria Govan were going through a divorce. And while he was in Santa Barbara for the Grizzlies training camp, he would be approved of rest days before heading back to Memphis. So Matt used that time to hang out with his twin boys. But while Gloria accidentally picked up a call while being connected to the car's Bluetooth, Matt Barnes was close to losing his.
And she starts walking out of the place she got her food, not realizing that her Bluetooth comes on in the car. It's just like a movie. So her Bluetooth, so her whole conversation stops the boys' movie. They don't really pick up on it, but I'm just like, yo, I know this voice, and I hear, baby, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again, and we had so much fun in New York. I'm like, what the that's Derek's voice.
At the time, Matt was able to keep his cool until he got home. But once his son started snitching, he would find out that Derek was actually staying at the house Matt was paying for.
She's like, well, I wanted to tell you, but today happened. I didn't know how to tell you. I was like, no, that. I was like, you got this dude around my kids and you didn't tell me. You know what I mean? Like, you got this dude.
You're saying it wrong. You're fucking this dude around my kids and you think it's shit sweet. My nigga, you know how first person battle nigga they be kicking that nigga out the house and shit, my nigga? I'm grabbing that bitch by her fucking pants, my nigga, and her shirt like a dog, nigga. I'm throwing that shit out, though. I'm throwing that shit out with maximum force and efficiency out the fucking door, my nigga. Like, I would actually do that, cuz. I would actually do that. I would actually pick that hoe up by her motherfucking pants, my nigga, and her little ass shirt. Have her like a dog on collar, nigga. I'm throwing that shit out there, bro. She hitting the ground hard.
My house and you didn't tell me, like.
Which you're paying for, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Matt sped across LA on his way and called Gilbert Arenas to help him out.
Wait, huh? What do you mean? Wait, what? Wait, why are you here? Aren't you in training camp? It's like, yeah, we're in training camp. I'm in Santa Barbara, though. Oh, you have training camp in Santa Barbara.
It's an hour and a half away.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Wait, why is Derek Fisher? Is he the coach of the Knicks? He said, I don't know why that motherfucker's here, but God sent them to me, and I'm gonna deliver. So he was like, meet me in Redondo, and I'm like, all right. because he said, just in case I need to get bailed out.
Gerbil tried to do what he could, but once Barnes got to the house, it was time to whoop some ass.
So I end up getting to the house, and I give him my keys back by this time, so the front door's locked. And I hear people in the backyard, and I smell the fire pit, so I hop the fence.
Damn right.
And it's crazy, too. Like, I'm in a hoodie and in my beanie, and I'm walking along the side of the fence, and then this is probably 10 o'clock at night by now. And
Hell
as soon
yeah,
as
can't see you too?
turn into the backyard, I see Derek with his arm around Gloria, so I just fire on him, stuck him. Everybody starts screaming, and she had people over, a bunch of people over. So I hit him, he falls into the sliding glass door.
Okay, so you actually punch him in the face,
yeah,
and you connect.
Okay. And hit him and knock him into the sliding glass door.
After the backyard fight, Derek Fisher ended up marrying Gloria in 2021.
My nigga, I'm going in Derek Fisher shit. My nigga, I'm jumping that gate. All masked up and all, my nigga. I gotta get some revenge for ruining my life, my nigga. I got kids with this hook. Jumping the gate. Just treason that shit. Derek, bro, bro, Derek Fisher gonna be in the hospital, my nigga. He gonna, like, bruh. He probably would have tried to sue me for how bad I beat the brakes off his ass.
Matt Barnes owned up to acting on emotions. In the end, loyalty among men ends where selfishness begins.
Fuck wrong.